Hi everybody, Jason back for episode 4 of the Pokemon Green Let's Play. So let's keep on going through this route over towards Cerulean City so we can fight Misty. Alright, so on the last episode we beat Brock, barely, so we're going to use this particular route as a way to up the power of some of our Pokemon, probably namely Bulbasaur as he's our strongest one. And, oh, I needed to heal after I beat the last one. Alright, so I'm just hoping to basically level up a few levels as we go through. And that's probably going to be the focus of this. And we'll see if we can't get through the tunnel before I call this episode quits. Caterpie using String Shot, slowing me down. Can't stop me, though. Alright, so Bug Catcher, so let's actually switch to Pidgey, seeing as this is a pretty good chance to use a super effective Pokemon against it. I think I have Gust. Okay, good. Every time I come back to playing this, I always forget what each of the moves are, and I just have to hope that I do the right one. Oh, and I'm freaking poisoned. Sorry about the little cut there. My camera was running out of battery, so I had to plug it in real quick. Alright, I'm definitely going to be able to beat him. This is no worries. So, a lot of people have been talking about the new starters for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Poplio, the water-type seal, and then you have Litten, the fire cat, and then you have, oh god, why can't I remember the name of it? Anyway, it's the grass flying owl, Rowlet. There we go. Sorry, they're not quite ingrained in my head as the older ones yet. Anyway, so people have been basically talking about them and how much they hate Poplio. Which, I mean, I can understand. He kind of does look a bit goofy, but I have to imagine that he's going to have like a much better second and third evolution. A lot of people are predicting things like Litten's going to stay like all fire type. Rowlet could end up being like, I think it's either like grass fighting or grass ground. And then they're also talking about Poplio becoming a water ground, or a water fighting rather. I actually think that it'd be kind of interesting to see Poplio become a water fairy, which could be a pretty interesting combo. I'm not sure like what sort of type benefits they'd be, but obviously, I mean, a lot of the starting type Pokemon they've been there, done that, and it's sort of time for something new. I do kind of wish that we could get away from starting with grass, fire, and water, but I mean they are the basic elements, so I guess it makes sense as to why they always start with that one. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna do a quick jump cut. Okay, sorry about that. I actually just wanted to heal up my Pokemon before continuing because I had the poison Pidgey. But anyway, back to the starter Pokemon. So Rowlet is definitely my favorite. I think that I will definitely be starting with that one first. I mean, besides the point that it's adorable and that it's super dapper by wearing its little bow tie, it definitely is a cool looking Pokemon, and I'm excited to see what it looks like in the future. As far as like what I feel it will turn into once it actually evolves, on that one, I'm not quite sure. I mean, it could potentially stay. It could potentially stay like flying in grass, but I really don't think that it will. I think that it could end up being like a grass dark type Pokemon, and I only say that just because I think there's other speculation on the internet right now, based purely on the fact that it's an owl, and owls see good in the darkness, and hints in its flavor text for the description of the Pokemon too. So I mean, it really could be anything, but I would actually be curious to see if it would be grass dark. I don't know if there's... Oh, there's the... Okay, there's Nuzleaf, like C-Dot, and... Oh god. Okay. Anyway, but there's that evolution line, which is Grass Dark. So, I mean, it definitely has happened. I'm trying to think if there isn't anything that I'd like to see it better as, but I'll probably think of one another time. But no matter what, I think I will start with Rowlet. Litten, being fire, I actually see that one... the joke is that you don't want it to be a firefighting, and I don't think that it will be. It could actually be, like, the fire ground would be a good combination, or even, I mean, that one could even end up dark type too, but I only say that based on its coloration. But as far as Popplio goes, yeah, I definitely would like to see it as, what is wrong with his mouth? I don't think I ever remembered that ekans sprite. Oh my god, it looks like a little circle with a duck mouth attached to it. Oh god, I cannot do that. Alright, anyway. Popplio. Yeah, I would definitely like to see it as like a water fairy. I think that actually be kind of cool, but the popular opinion of it being water fighting could actually be really good too, because seals, I mean, they get big, they get massive, and they are strong, powerful creatures, so it could definitely lean that way, but just the whole clown aspect of Popplio leads me to believe that it could end up being a fairy type. I mean, it could even be psychic type, like, you know, like with the look like Mr. Mime has or something like that, but I don't know. I say that on June 2nd, which is just a couple days away, they're going to show another trailer, which should hopefully release some more information for the games, and I'll be excited to see that for sure. Alright, beat this trainer. Ekans, oh my god, I cannot believe that sprite. One idea that I've been toying with, and if you guys want me to show you how to do it, as long as I can catch this Pokemon in this game, I want to see if I can't get 2 Mews using the trainer glitches in Pokemon Green. There is a short little video, I think it was the first video that I ever uploaded onto YouTube, of me doing such a thing, and so I'm definitely tempted to do it again. I would definitely like to have a Mew. It's a really cool Pokemon. I like the Psychic type, and I also like the fact that it can learn anything. Not that I'll really be able to teach it much, because I won't be able to understand what I'm teaching it. But I think it would actually be pretty cool to get a Mew here. And I'm still yet to actually try trading back and forth between these Japanese ones and the American ones, which I might actually do a video. It'll be short, probably just a couple minutes long, of me attempting to get the trade to work, as long as I can actually muddle through the language. Oh, it's a bug trainer, isn't it? Oh, that's okay. It's Kakuna. I can actually use a Leech Seed on this and growl at it a couple times just to get my health back up again. So sort of cheat the healing a little bit. Oh no, that's not even worth it. All right, never mind. Let's just tackle it until it's dead. I'll probably actually switch to Pidgey though, because oh no, never mind. That actually worked okay. Critical hit. I wanted to heal, but it's not really going to do that much. Alright, one more hit and it's down. I probably will switch to Pidgey afterwards just to get Pidgey some more levels. I do imagine that before I fight Misty, I should probably have all of them at like level 20, or at least 3 of them at level 20. Predominantly Bulbasaur, just because of its grass typing. Alright, so let's switch to Pidgey. And if you didn't notice, I haven't even trained any levels on the Pikachu. I probably won't even touch it. I just wanted to have one for the sake of having one. I don't know what is this. I think it's Sand. No, Quick Attack. Okay, that's a good move. I'll have to move that upwards so I don't confuse it with something else and get rid of it eventually. All right, so let's move this up. Okay, good. We're set. All right, so we're going to use Gust and kill it, hopefully. So, one thing that I've been curious about is things that they're going to be updating and changing in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I am definitely curious as to what sort of additions to the series that they'll add. A lot like Pokemon X and Y added it was the one where you could pet them and feed them treats and everything like that. I just can't for the life of me remember exactly words. But I mean, that was cute. If they did something like that again, it'd be interesting to see if they like expanded upon it. And I think I've heard somebody say on the internet something like sort of Nintendo style, where you could have like different activities with your Pokemon, and I don't know, build a better relationship with them. I'd like to interact with them more. But you know, and then there's like the IV or EV training that you had access to as well, which I would actually really like to see that come back to. Maybe even not just a bit more. No, it doesn't even really need to be that expanded. I mean, it works really well for what it is, and I think they should just keep that just the same. They could make it more interesting by changing it up a little bit, but I think that it's still a very good tool for use especially when you're building like that ultimate battle team that you want. But stuff like that, I'd like to see is just like I'd like to see Pokemon in the wild. A lot like what Ruby and Sapphire started doing with the Pokemon that would pop up on the ground and the water and the grass. I really like that effect. And like the Pokemon Radar made it really actually fun to try and find and capture Pokemon too. And so I hope to see more stuff like that. I think one of my ultimate goals, or my ultimate hopes for the Pokemon franchise, was always where you could actually see the Pokemon and then battle them if you touch them. A lot like, you know, some other open world RPGs. I mean, I don't mind the random battle aspect. I do like the fact that when I see a trainer, you know, I know that that's a battle. And even if they like silhouetted the Pokemon on the field, I think it would actually be pretty cool, because like you wouldn't necessarily know what it was at first, especially if they're using like new Pokemon. But you could have a basic idea of what it is. And maybe if you've like actually seen it or caught it before, then it will show up without the silhouette. But I think that's like far too much of a hope for me. I don't think that'll ever happen. Alright, I need to change Pokemon. He's definitely a bit weak. Let's see if we can't get Rattata a level. Pretty even match. The only thing that he could really do to me is poison me, which thankfully there aren't like the actual like abilities that they have in some of the newer games, so I can't get hit by poison point or anything like that, and poison just by tackling him. I'll have to do a quick little jump cut and heal. Actually, I don't think that I'm going to get anywhere near as far as I wanted to. I think my goal was a bit too optimistic, but I'm still going to run this a little bit longer. I'm going to jump cut just a little bit so that I can go heal my Pokemon and then come back and start again. So give me just one moment. I find myself cursing the fact that there is no run button in this game like there is in some of the newer ones. Okay, so we're going to take out this guy now. Yeah, as I progress through this game, I find myself holding the B button to run, like I do in Ruby and Sapphire lately through my playthroughs, and it's always disappointing to see my character just still plod along at a very slow speed. Oh, this is not a good matchup. Pokemon. Let's go to Pidgey. At least nothing's going to be super effective there. Yeah, he might actually kill me. As long as I can get some good hits in, I should be fine. Oh, there's my defense. One thing that'll be nice is once I get the bicycle, which it's going to take a couple gems, but once I get the bicycle, it'll make things a lot easier. The only downside is the fact that as you go through like certain loading screens, like especially the checkpoint buildings in between cities and routes in this game, it takes you off the bike and doesn't allow you to continue. Definitely a feature that I really appreciated in the newer games. I might have to do another jump cut just to get everything all healed up again. Oh god. I might be rushing through this a bit too quickly, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Eventually we'll level up to a point where I should be able to make it through most everything just fine. Alright, so I am going to jump cut again. Okay, my goal, I think, ultimately is I don't want to have any blackouts. I want to actually be able to get through the game without blacking out and dying completely, but I probably won't have much luck there. I'm going to die, and I think it's just basically going to be based on ineptitude and not knowing exactly what I'm doing and who I'm fighting. But whatever, as long as I can keep on playing, that's all that matters. Alright, I don't know what their obsession with status affecting moves are. One thing that I definitely found with the older games, even the newer games, like if a Pokemon has like a status affecting move, it loves using it, but for me, I'm all out attack. When I can actually pick the moves that my Pokemon have, I think, oh, just like, there's so little chance for me using a status move. If I'm going to have a status affecting move, it's going to be attached to an attack at the same time. And I don't know, I have to look at a really good reason to have a non-damaging move in my team. Bug-type Pokemon, so I will change. Oh, but it's only Metapod. That's fine. My Xbox thinks I'm talking to it. Alright, I've had enough if it's hardened. Metapod sprite looks a bit different too. I wonder if these are using like the original sprites before they like updated the game for Pokemon Red and Blue. I don't know, we'll probably find out as we start seeing some other different ones too. But none of them will top duck-faced Ekans. Alright, Pidgey's level 14, Bulbasaur's level 16. It's definitely a good start. And Bulbasaur's evolving. I'm actually gonna stop it for right now. I'm gonna let it go on to... I'm gonna let it evolve at level 20. And the only reason why I choose to do that is just based on experience points, and I want to be able to level up a little bit faster at first. I know that it means that I'm a little bit weaker, but I'm going to choose to do this just so I can level up a little bit faster before I evolve it. Jigglypuff's face looks a bit lopsided. Oh god, I know that they were super limited with their games, but sometimes like the sprites, I mean even like Bulbasaur's derpy little black-eyed face, it's definitely very apparent. But they really did a good job for the most part, and I do like thinking about how the Pokemon evolved and changed during the course of the years as the games sort of evolved too. Jigglypuff's a freaking tank. Oh, I think this game is going to be fun to play just for the fact that the sprites are awesome. I feel like the sprites are about as good as I could draw. Oh, he disabled me, okay. Alright, not too bad. And at least Jigglypuff gives some good experience. Alright, a little bit further around the corner here should be the entrance to the cave area. So if I can at least get through this little area, which I don't think there's any more actual trainers, or if there is, there's only like one or two of them. But we'll heal up, and then on the next episode we'll actually start going through the cave. Yeah, no more trainers, just people to talk to. I feel like I need to talk to everyone just because if they give an item, I might not be able to figure out like who gives it. So if I talk to everyone just on like this, on the safe side, it sort of helps make sure that I'm not going to be like stuck somewhere in the future. Like I know certain things. Like I want to make sure that I have like a drink item, so that I can get through the guard stations eventually down the line. I do definitely want that, but we'll have to see about it. Is this the guy that sells the Magikarp? Yeah. All right, let's get a Magikarp, because why not? Maybe I can actually get it to evolve eventually into a Gyarados. Oh, nope, I don't want to name it. Okay. So I'm going to heal up, and we're going to end the episode here. So on the next episode, we're going to go through the tunnel, and we're going to get over to Cerulean City and see about training up the Pokemon a little bit more. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye!